What's going on, y'all? Today, taking out the ECU or PCM, whatever you want to call it. I got a 2015 and up Challenger. So this applies for any of those cars, Challenger, Charger. You want to get your ECU out so that you can send it in, get it chipped. That way you can start tuning your car. This is what you're going to encounter. Actually, it's a little different than a 14 and under. So I'm glad, I wasn't able to find a video on anything for 15 and up, but it was pretty much the same thing, but I just decided to make a little video. I bought an HP tuner, decided to go with HP tuner because you can actually really go far with dyno tuning the car. So my tuner got that all set up. We read the base file on the ECU and we sent that to HP tuner. And now they're just waiting on my ECU so that they can chip it and send it back to me, and then I can get tuned. That's something that you can't get with Diablo Sport. I used to have Diablo Sport with another Charger that I had, and it was cool, but it was more like a plug and play kind of tune, and I want to get dyno tuned. I want everything to be done. I want to be ready, and any further mods that I do, I want to be able to take advantage of everything, which is something you can do with an HP tuner, and I don't feel like I can get that out of a Diablo Sport. So that's what I did. I decided to go this route. K&M filter and intake, and I have an exhaust. That's pretty much it. Actually, it's just a mid-muffler delete. And with that being said, I need more power. Expecting about 25 to 35 horses just off the tune, and also going to be replacing the throttle body before I get it tuned. So when I have the ECU out, we're going to replace the throttle body as well, and I'm thinking about some headers, but just not sure. Trying to get the price right and go from there. Tools you're going to need is a 13 millimeter socket, or a wrench actually, and a 10 millimeter wrench, and also a body panel pry tool. This is just in case I have a little bit of a problem getting off the sockets for the ECU, but pretty much these are the only three tools that you're gonna need, are these right here. So where the ECU is located is right here, and you're just gonna start taking everything off, pull the ECU out, and then it's ready to ship off. Alright, so we begin by getting this tool right here, and then we're going to remove, there's two pins. There's one here, body panels pins, and there's also one in the corner here. So you just take the tool, you slide it underneath, pry it up, pops out, good to go. So it's going to be two of those. So that's one there, and then one over here in the corner. Got that one out. Then you're done with that tool, and then this piece is gonna come off. I'm not sure if it's the same for exactly every Charger and Challenger 2015 and up. I have a SRT 392. It may be a little different. Might be the same for the Hellcat, might not. But I assume it's all gonna be the same around this area. So you wanna take this off, set that aside. And then you have, this is for the hood latch, the electrical connection to let the car know that the hood's open. That's the first thing you want to take off with a 13. Okay, and I have a little ratcheting wrench. Didn't want to use the air tool right now. I think it'd be a little too loud. So you want to take that bolt off, pretty long bolt. Try and get out the light. Pull that one out. Set that aside. Then there's also two 10 millimeter bolts holding the ECU, which is right here. There's two 10 millimeter bolts holding those together. You want to take those off as well. I just like to do it right here because it's nice and easy access for the moment. Unscrew those. by hand. That's one off. Alright, and the second one's off. You can set those aside. Probably want to keep them in a magnetic tray or something like that, that way you don't lose anything. Then we can pull this up. Okay. Then you kind of get it over the hump there, and you can go ahead and remove the rest of the plate that's holding the ECU on there. There we go. That's out the way. And like I said, the electrical connection for the hood is right there. Just slide that out the way. And you can kind of pull this out. There you go. And there's going to be a clip. Okay, and the clip you want to actually push down in the middle. Right here, I don't know if you can see that. You want to push down and pull it back. And it kind of ratchets back. And then you're able to jiggle this whole thing off. There we go. So that's one off, and there's two, and they're actually color coordinated. So this color matches the one that I just took off, and vice versa. Let's pull it out, get to the second one. The second one is actually, it's a little easier. All right, try to get you guys a little better angle to see what we're pulling off. So you pull that out of there. There we go. Just like so. I drop that one back down, and then you pull the ECU out. So like I said, they're color coordinated. You got a gray one and like a beige bisque color. And that's your ECU. That's what you want to send out. And when I get it back, should be ready to tune. And just lovely. And again, these are what the clips look like. So you got it here. It actually won't go back down now that it's out. But when you push it all the way on, you just hit this little button back here. There's a little button back there, and you press that down, and that enables this to pull up, and then it starts moving back. You get it all the way in the upright position, then you wiggle it back and forth, and that will get it off of the ECU. And then you're all done. Gonna store this down here also. Cover this back up. Then I already got my other bolts taken care of. And ready to send this thing out, man. I'm excited. I really just want to be able to tune my car. I got another car, you know, that's making pretty good horsepower numbers, and I want to see what this is able to do, man, with the little tune, see how it wakes it up, and just want to be a little more satisfied. You know, you get your car, you have it for a few months, and then it's just blah. I'm ready to wake it up. So that's what we're gonna do now. All right, so it's been about a week and a day since I sent my ECU off, and we got it back. Back from HP Tuners. Like I said, 2015 and up. You have to get the ECU modified so that you're able to tune your car. So it comes nicely bubble wrapped. That's probably better than how I sent it in. And let's see what there goes here. Oh, more HP stickers. And they also have, yeah, 2015 plus Dodge Chrysler Jeep PCM modification. And you're also supposed to take it to your tuner, or if you bought the tuner like I did, you just hook it up, and you're gonna get rid of the check engine light that it's gonna give you as soon as you start the car. So you follow this little guide, and you're able to clear your check engine light. I don't think you can do it with just a regular engine scanner, you know, check engine light scanner. I think you have to go through the computer program in order to clear it. So we'll be doing that. And then here is the ECU back. I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same one that I sent in. I checked the serial numbers earlier when I got it. And all we gotta do is put it back in. I had covered this back up. And if you just remember, it was a bracket that held it on. And then you got the two plugs that go in there, and they're color coordinated. So one's like that bisque color and then the other one's gray. And we're just gonna hook it up pretty much like we took it off. The gray one goes at the bottom. So I'm gonna slide this in there a little bit. There we go. Move to this side so I can see a little better. Oh, way easier. So you put it on there and then you just rotate the little handle that comes with it and it locks that one into place. Alright, and then the last step, one of the last steps, you want to drop the ECU down in place. Then we're going to get ready to put this back on. Pull this out a little bit. You want to get these studs into the ECU or PCM. I'm used to calling it the ECU. And then you're gonna put the nuts on. And tighten those down. Okay, those are done. Then you got your ECU in place. Just line up that hole. Then you're gonna get your big long bolt and you put that in there and then you can tighten that down. Just about hand tight, a little more than hand tight. Okay, make sure it's nice and sturdy. Hood latch is working. Nothing's moving there. Then you're ready to put the trim piece back on. Just like that. And then you got these, you actually just push that in, and then once this slides in, it locks it into place. Like so. That one's in, this one stayed together. But same process, you push the base down first. And then the top. And there you go. We're good to go. Everything's great. Let's see if it'll start up. All right, let's see if we can start it up. mid muffler delete is still loud. But I guess something to note, when I first started the car up, it would not rev. So I had to cut the car off and cut it back on, and then I was actually able to rev. Maybe that's some kind of safety feature because I disconnected the throttle body to upgrade that also in the process. So I don't exactly know, but it would not rev when I first turned it on. But it seems like it's good now. Check engine light, and I'll be putting on the HP tuner to take care of that. And it looks like it was a success. Ready to go tune it. Stay tuned for the next video.